welcome to the Brewed for Life podcast, episode number 9. Today we have a special guest that's going to talk about ways that you can develop some supplemental income to, put some extra money in the bank and learn a little bit about digital marketing. So today's guest is my beautiful fiance, Audrey.
Hello.
Tell us what the name of this project is that you're working on and what it can do to help an individual bring in some supplemental passive income.
So the project that I just dropped is a hustle-free earnings. That is a step-by-step digital guide that talks you through how to set up your own online business and basically learn from different digital products. And then when you purchase the digital products, you are then also purchasing the rights to those products. So then you can make whatever changes to it and then resell it on your own and keep the full profit. So basically that's what it is. It's a pretty basic but thorough guide. It takes you through all of the steps, from kind of finding your passion to how to set that up via Instagram and what tools you can use and the different important things that come with creating your own business, how to market, how to engage. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty beneficial, especially for people who need extra income.
So what has been your favorite part of learning about this program and, kind of going through the training and developing your own path when it comes to it?
It's been kind of fun, honestly. I didn't think that I would enjoy it as much as I did. The hardest thing is kind of like, okay, cool, you can sell digital products, but like, what am I going to make a digital product about? So the good thing about this is that when you buy the product, you have it all laid out for you and you're basically just making it yours. So I feel like it's kind of a steal. I felt really grateful while I was doing it because I was like, wow, this is 50 something pages and like this is huge and I'm just making this all my own. And the hardest part is getting started, and I think that being given like a start is just a really good opportunity. So I've really just enjoyed learning about myself and how I can help others.
What is the potential earnings for an individual?
It depends on your sales. I know there's people that make, $4,000 or $5,000 a month. I'm sure there's people who make more. It's not going to kick off right away, and they tell you that in the program. You're not going to have sales overnight, and it's not going to, your business isn't going to go from 0 to 100 in one night. You have to, be consistent with it and work on it and engage with people. It all kind of depends on your determination and your focus and the amount of time that you're willing to put into something like this.
Do you think that an individual who has, say, somebody like us, we have Cameron and we have Ian at different times, and do you think this is a program that somebody who has a busy lifestyle and also working a full-time job, is it a program that's user-friendly enough and basic enough that somebody who only has a few hours a day could put some effort into it and be able to generate that passive income?
I definitely do think that it's something that is doable. The hardest thing, basically, and that's what took forever for me, is just finding the time and making the time to work on it and personalize it. And you have to be dedicated. You have to be focused and you have to want it. Time isn't going to create itself for you to work on it. So that was my biggest thing. But once, I made more of an effort to really focus on it and work on it, I think that it's doable. You just have to want it.
Yeah, and I do think that somebody their average family like ours, you know, we work full-time jobs. We find time to be able to fit in, you know, some kind of an exercise regimen. We still have to do all the basic stuff around the house, the cooking, the cleaning, the grocery shopping, the outside yard work, all that kind of stuff. I think that, you know, from watching you do this work through this program and sit through all of the training that comes along with it, that as long as you invest yourself in it, which I think if we can find the time, anybody can find the time to do it. I will say that, like, you know, Audrey was super diligent about taking notes and separating herself for, you know, around an hour a day where we didn't have, you know, such a busy day to be able to watch the videos, take notes, and really kind of engross herself into it so that she can get the most out of it. Do you think that that's the best way for anybody who wants to get involved in this program to do it? To, you know, separate that time and really just watch the training videos, take those notes. But do you think that an hour a day or an hour every other day or something like that is the best way to go about it? Or do you think that there was, looking back at it now that you're, you know, through all of that stuff, do you think that there's a better way to go about it?
I think that, I don't know. I mean, it was hard because we work pretty basic hours, like 8 to 5, 9 to 6. So the biggest problem for me for making the time was, like, we already spent all day working, and this is our time, you know, to spend with our family and our son, and I didn't want to feel like a bad mom not spending that extra time with him and spending it working on kind of my own thing. I felt like that was a little selfish. So, I mean, it's hard because how do you balance everything? But I think that it's doable, and I think that just putting an hour or 2 hours a day, maybe while your kid naps or while, I don't know, stay up for an hour or so after they go to bed, just, you know, you can make the time, and I think it's doable.
I think that right now, with the way the world is, with, you know, most people make enough money to be able to cover their bills and live a, I don't know if it's right to say, but a fairly normal lifestyle where you can put a little bit of money in the bank. But I think every middle-class family is looking for something. You know, there's a lot of people that are running DoorDash or Uber or something else just to kind of supplement, you know, their income and to bring in a little bit extra to either save more, pay for vacations, whatever it may be. I think a program like this, like, yes, you're going to have to sacrifice some time during your day in order to go through the training videos, but I don't think that's any different than putting time aside for online classes. It's essentially the same thing, except I think a program like this gives you the opportunity to, one, be creative, make the program about you and the things that you as an individual enjoy. It works on your own time, and it gives you a chance to market whatever it is that you're going to use the program for. And with the way that I'm gonna hate to say this because I have torn it apart in other episodes, but, like, social media is your friend with something like this. It's a way to market yourself and get your information and your project and your program out to the masses. And that reaches people outside of your general area, within your country. Like, it can reach a huge market area. I think the key is that you have to be creative with it. And you have to be diligent about, you know, putting your stuff out there. You just like anything else. Like, you're selling a product, so you have to get it in as many faces as you possibly can in a creative way that catches somebody's eye. Now, with that said, as you start to roll out this program, I will say that, like, the posts and stuff that you have put out to be able to start, you know, getting teasers out there to get people's interest, and now that you're actually rolling the program out, I think the posts and stuff that you put out there should absolutely capture an audience. There's a little bit of piece of who you are as a person along with what this program could do for somebody. Do you enjoy that aspect? Because I think you've done a great job with the stuff that you've put up already. Is that now the most exciting part and the best part about it is developing a way to kind of put this project and this program out there?
I've tried other ways in the past to make income through social media, and I've tried selling hair products that didn't really work for me. And the thing that I like about this the most is that you literally can make it your own. So there's more meaning behind it, especially when you go to sell it and to advertise it and market it. Because you're marketing something that you took the time to create yourself. And I do also want to say that the original program that I bought that taught me all of this, when I bought it, I think it was the Roadmap 2.0, and then you can also sell this program once you buy it, but basically it's constantly being updated with like the latest social trends. So when I bought it, it was called the Roadmap 2.0, and then they updated it, and it was then the Roadmap 3.0, and now it's the Roadmap exclusive. So I've only had it for a year, and it's updated 3 different times, and that's with new information, new trends, new everything. It's constantly being up to date, so that as a content creator, you're never kind of in the dark with, what's going on in the social media world and what exactly is going to grab the attention. And like I said, making a product myself and making it my own just makes it so much easier to advertise it and market it, because I know that personally I am believing in what I'm selling, and I did it myself, so I know that it's worth the money because of how much I learned from it.
Now, when you first, started with this program, I remember that you were in contact with somebody else who was also involved in the program and developing their own stuff. Do you think that the group of people that are involved in this, did you find that when you have questions or when you are not necessarily questions, but unsure and looking for some guidance, did you think that the community that surrounds this program was helpful and receptive and open to helping other people within the program?
Yes, for sure. When you purchase the Roadmap exclusive, it comes with a whole community area of anyone who's bought the program, and there's different chat walls that you can write in, and there's tech questions. You can socialize with basically everyone, and there's a lot of support in there for people that have different questions and other people responding and answering their questions for them, be it about their website or how to get this set up or how to get that set up. And there's also people that are like, hey, I just launched my business, just launched my first product, go give me a follow, go show me some love. I've done that before, and people follow you and they support you, and the community is very friendly. They're very positive and definitely very encouraging.
Where do you hope that this project goes for you and for us? Do you have a target number of what you would like to see generated from sales? Do you what are your goals now that this project is fired up and getting moved forward, and us putting this out on the podcast, which I think is fantastic, because I know that you have genuinely liked working on this on this project, and I think other people will too. So do you think that, one, the goals are achievable, and two, like I said, what are your goals for where you would like to be, as we head into this next year and this starting to roll out?
I would love, obviously, to, I don't know, like I said before, I feel like your success comes with how hard you're willing to work. I obviously would love to have it take off and help other people. Any way that it can help financially, I mean, would not be a bad thing. I mean, it's not like we're financially drowning, but a little extra cash here and there could help anyone, especially when you have a toddler or a family to feed. Like a little extra cash flow never hurt anybody. So, I mean, my expectations for this is just if I can help somebody else, I'm happy with that, and just encourage them to take that step because it's scary, but honestly, once I launch my own product, it all kind of becomes so much less scary because you're taught everything. So it's not like you don't know what you're doing.
So if somebody wanted to jump in and check it out and see how they get involved in this project, where's the place that they would go in order to get into contact with you, or at least be able to check out your posts and how you're going to market and those kind of things? How do people connect with you?
So you can check out my Instagram. It is at Aspired Moms Collective. All the information is there. There's a link in my bio to my digital product, which is currently $47. It's about 50-something pages, but like I said, it will teach you everything from start to finish with how to create your own business and start making the passive income. And then once you buy the product from me, you can then personalize it, change it, do whatever. You have the whole template right there for you, and then sell it as your own. Also in that link will be the link to the roadmap exclusive, which also you can purchase if you'd like. I think right now it's $5.97. There's also payment plans that you can do to split it up into different portions. That's actually what we did when we purchased it. So, I mean, check it out on Instagram, and then you can always DM me with any questions.
That sounds awesome. So, listen, everybody go check it out, see what it's all about, see if it's a program that would work for you. And like she said, if there's any questions, any concerns, just looking for some insight on how to get started, feel free to reach out to her at her Instagram page. Hope to hear from you guys soon. And just to kind of a heads up, like there'll be a couple of podcasts coming up down the road that will kind of change the perspective that we have been talking about. Another individual in my life is he's going to jump on, and we're going to talk about some other things like fitness and therapy and recovery and some other things that I think are important. Like life is one thing and enjoying beer is something too, but there are people that are not capable of enjoying a beverage or are struggling with mental health. So I think it's important that we kind of jump into that kind of a subject too. But that's coming up down the road. So Audrey, thank you for coming on and talking about your little project there and getting it out there.
Anytime.
And as always, feel free to give me a follow on my Instagram page, which is Brewed for Life Podcast. You could also follow the homebrew page, which is Baines Brewing on Instagram, and you can always leave comments on Spotify and Apple Podcasts with any of your thoughts. Thank you, and we'll talk to you guys real soon.